I'm Rocky up in this fight.
Rocky didn't win.
But he did win in Rocky 2.
Take it for the Lord! Take it for the Lord!
Hey everyone, I'm John and welcome back to Let's Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the new mockumentary comedy film, Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul, that was just released on Peacock and in theaters today, September 2nd, 2022. But before we dive into that, if you are a fan of movie reviews, 4K Blu-ray reviews, TV reviews, game reviews, tech reviews, we try and do them all here on the channel, and nothing helps out more than by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. So Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul was directed by Adamma Ebo in her directorial debut, and it is actually based on her short film of the same name that came out in 2018. And this is a mockumentary film that is basically a satire on megachurches, and it stars Sterling K. Brown and Regina Hall. And Regina Hall is the queen of spoof or satire films. You remember her in the late 90s and early 2000s and all the spoof movies like Scary Movies and everything like that.
Hey, baby. You came back just in time. She's about to get it on with Shakespeare.
But she has had a very steady career throughout the entire 2000s and 2010s. She's actually a very funny comedian. She's a great actress, and she really gets to show off her acting chops in this movie, and I actually really do believe that she is the star of this film. She did a great job, a phenomenal performance. She definitely blends that line between comedy and drama very well. She has some great scenes, some great monologues. I think she actually did a really good job. And then her husband is played by Sterling K. Brown. He plays the pastor and the head of this mega church. And Sterling K. Brown is not really somebody you think of when you think of comedy. He's most famous for This Is Us, the drama show on ABC for many years, which actually I really did enjoy the first season of that show, but then I really fell off in the second. But I thought it was a very well made show, and Sterling K. Brown did a phenomenal job acting in that show, and he also did a great job acting in the movie Waves that was released by A24, I think 2 or 3 years ago. So this guy can act, but I never think of him as an actor in comedy. So this is the first time I've ever seen him in a broad comedy role, but the role also does ask for some dramatic chops. So he really does get to show them off here too, but he did a good job as far as the comedy goes. He definitely sometimes felt a little out of place and a little bit like he was reaching for the joke, whereas Regina Hall definitely felt more comfortable because that's her thing. She's definitely more of a comedic actor than he is. But he definitely did a good job. I really did enjoy his performance as well. They did a good job carrying this movie. But this movie really is a very tight screenplay. It's a really good mockumentary film. I'm a fan of mockumentaries. I do like it. I do like a good satire. That's why I'm a big fan of movies like What We Do in the Shadows or a lot of those Christopher Guest movies. And obviously such shows as The Office have really made the mockumentary type of style famous. It really took off thanks to The Office, and this one happens to just be a satire of megachurches. Now that is actually probably going to draw a little bit of criticism, obviously, due to the fact that this is a satire of Christian churches and talking about religion in general and the hypocrisy of religion in the sense that people are preaching do good by your fellow man, and yet, on the other hand, these pastors, or in this case, in Sterling K. Brown's pastor, he's using his power to manipulate others to get what he wants without spoiling the plot of this movie, because this is a very good movie, and it actually does unwind a very interesting story that you're going to get involved in, because it's, in the beginning of this film, it's revealed that the church that they run, there's a scandal that's unwinding around Sterling K. Brown's Lee Curtis Childs. And they don't exactly tell us what that scandal is until about halfway through the movie, and even when they start to tell us, they start to tell us through like radio interviews, and we hear a bunch of people's different perspectives of it, but without actually telling us directly what happened. And we really, I would say until the beginning of the third act, we don't know the full the full scope of what happened, but it is revealed that the first lady of this church, his wife, Trinity, is going to stick by his side, and that really does draw a lot of criticism, and it's revealed to us that what her reasoning is, why she sticks with her husband, and that's why I think Regina Hall is the star of this film. And actually, I think this might be her best acting performance that I have ever seen her in. She does just a great job in this, and I really do hope that people are able to check this one out. It is released right now in theaters and on Peacock, so I watched it actually on Peacock. It wasn't playing in the theaters near me, which I found a little bit strange, but I was able to watch this on Peacock with my wife this morning, and we both really enjoyed it. It's definitely a really funny movie. It had some laugh out loud moments. It does a really cool thing with the camera where it cuts between them shooting this documentary and actually shooting a film. So like It'll change aspect ratios throughout the film so that you know what, if you're supposed to be watching a movie or you're supposed to be watching a documentary that they were actually making. So I actually thought that was a really cool blend of the way they edited that together. I thought that was actually awesome as far as the filmmaking style and the way they wanted this film to be portrayed. I thought they did a great job with that, the way it looked, the style of this film. The music throughout is really good. Obviously, it's made to feel like a mockumentary, so we cut to the talking heads throughout the movie. They actually do slow down on that, actually, towards the third act. I felt like the beginning, it's kind of paced a lot quicker, and then towards the end, we kind of slow it down, and sometimes that did take me out of it. I thought that they dragged on a little bit too long. Even if it did slow down a little bit at the end, I still really did enjoy this film. Overall, I think this is a really good film. I think you guys should check this one out on Peacock if you have it. If not, check it out in theaters if you can, because I really do think that this is definitely a film you're going to want to check out this Labor Day weekend, or whenever you can. That's the beauty of streaming. You can check this out at your leisure. It's available to you, and the quality of the stream, believe it or not, was really good. It was a higher quality stream. I didn't see any kind of lagging or the quality dips, nothing like that. So I think that even if you do choose to watch this at home or you choose to watch it in theaters, it is definitely a very well made film, and a very entertaining one at that. If I'm going to give Honk for Jesus Save Your Soul a score out of 10, I'm going to give it a pretty solid 8 out of 10. I really had a good time watching this film. I had a lot of laughs, and that's all I could hope for. Is it the greatest satire I've ever seen? Of course not. Is it the greatest mockumentary I've ever seen? No, it's not. But it is a really entertaining one that you're definitely going to enjoy your time watching. It comes in at under 2 hours, so no harm, no foul there, and you can watch it at home. I really can't say too much bad about it. You're going to really enjoy the lead performances, and it's a very entertaining film. But it's Friday, and that means it's time to ask this week's Digital Code giveaway questions. So to keep this quick, this week we're going to have 2 codes available again. So this week we're going to have 2 winners, and the way this works, if you're brand new to this, all you have to do is answer one of these 2 questions in the comment section below, and you're automatically entered into our Digital Code giveaway. Then you come back to Monday's video, where we spin the magic wheel and the 2 winners are picked. You have your choice of all the digital codes that you guys see on your screen right now. Just let us know which one you want if you are the lucky winners. So this week's questions are simple. In honor of this mockumentary and satire film, I figured I'd ask you guys, what is your favorite satire or spoof film? For example, like Airplane or Scary Movie. And we also figured, since we actually have another video game review coming out tomorrow, we thought we'd ask you guys, what is your favorite video game console of all time? I don't think we've asked that here on the channel yet, but if we did, I'm sorry. But I'm very interested in what everyone's favorite is. I think you guys can figure out what me and Matt's are. But hey, what is your favorite video game console of all time? Please let us know in the comments section below. And then while you guys are down there, why don't you like this video and subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, thank you so much.